So look, you've seen a lot of ministers of the government here. I'm here today to recommit our support to Unite the Union's campaign for health and safety at work. But this is not just a union campaign. The government of Gibraltar, since I became Chief Minister, committed itself to ensuring that the 28th of April, which is International Day for ensuring that we remember the dead and we fight for the living, Workers' Memorial Day, is commemorated in Gibraltar every year with a bank holiday. And of course, people are out with their families, enjoying themselves. That's what we want a bank holiday for working people to be able to have another day off with their families. But it's important that we come here and we recommit, those of us who are truly committed to the cause of protecting workers' rights, not those of us who just talk about the stuff on social media because it might be convenient in an election year. Those of us who are really committed. And that's why I'm here to recommit the government to this cause, to ensure that we continue to work with Unite the Union and other workplace representatives to protect people at work, both in terms of physical issues and physical injuries and mental issues, which are just as important and can have such a negative effect on people. So this year in particular, I want to recommit to the anti-bullying policy in the government and at work throughout.
Gillian, you've called for the laws regarding safety at work to be policed. Tell us why you feel that they aren't.
Well, it's not that they're not policed, but I believe that now, taking into account that the East Side projects are just going to start, there are going to be lots of construction companies. Unfortunately, like we all know, the construction companies is one of the highest risk or the highest risk industry, and we need no accidents to happen, and we need full enforcement of a law whereby all those construction workers' lives are safe.
And what sort of a response have you received so far from the government on this particular issue?
Well, basically, when we started back in 2016 with the policy A and B in the introduction into government, it was all with a plan ahead that this was now transpired onto the private sector at large. So therefore, government has been on board since day one when we started doing the policies together, and obviously with the aim that the private sector also implement them.
You heard the Unite the Union talk about a commitment to policing laws in the private sector. Tell us your thoughts on that.
So what Unite are asking for is to change the way that we do the regulation of health and safety in the private sector, in particular in the construction industry. I think there is an important issue there. I think we have to work with Unite to come up with a joint position from the government and from the union so that we can together enforce that, both with the enforcement arm of the government, the factories, inspectors, etc., and with the union's eyes on the ground to ensure that whatever it is that we have decided is the right and safe system of work to deploy in a private construction site, and what the health and safety systems to be deployed to ensure that are being observed in every construction site in Gibraltar.